Iron trades.
Okay, so we are setting up a short on the Nasdaq. We are looking at a pre-market trade before 9:30. We might spill over into 9:30, but we have data coming and we are expecting it to push down. So we've outlined our entry. We did enter a little early, but we've decided to hold on to this position, set up our profit line and our stop line. So if we get stopped out, that'll be unfortunate. That'll be an early entry, but it'll be a lesson learned. The profit line is set down at a previous low that was set in pre-market. You can see there's some consolidation around that area. So we're setting at the bottom of those wicks. Also the top of a previous wick. So it's a zone that we know to be previously it was a rejection zone. It turned into a support zone. We're looking for it to act as a support zone where our profit line is right now. There's a few 1 minute gaps just above that zone, which are going to act as a magnet for us. Our rejection zone that we have outlined is above VPOC. It also has a volume shelf on either side, acting as additional rejection and support for our thesis. We have a lot of wicks going up in that 1 minute zone, telling us that there are a lot of seller participants sitting in that area. So we've set our stop just above the area. The market's going to have to work to get us out. In this consolidation zone, we're seeing lower lows and lower highs. You can see we've just outlined here. It's not specifically a channel. We're just showing the lower lows and the lower highs. That also lends credence to our thesis that it's going to be some downward action. And you can see that there's concave volume on the VRVP to the right, showing that there is thin support underneath. All of this is giving us the thesis for a seller move. We're thinking sellers will step in below this level. That's the lower low that we already outlined. That's currently our bounce zone. We think below that, sellers take control. The 1 minute gaps magnetize, push us down to our bounce zone. You can see the histogram on our MACD is waving up and down, up and down. Right now, it's basing at the zero. That's what up and down, up and down. It's basing at the zero with larger moves to the downside. And our RSI is unable to break the 50 or the midline with any type of conviction. Right now, we are riding the 9 EMA down. We probably expect that to wick back up above as it has been, but the trend overall is to the downside. You can see here trending, our histogram is starting to project further to the downside. And now we are trending under 50. So we're spending more time under 50 than at the 50 on the RSI, which is giving us the downside thesis also. So you can see right now we have bounced at the level that we outlined. We're hoping that the VPOC, that thick red line at the 22042 holds. Currently it is holding. We want this back under the 9 EMA. We've got some rejection candles happening right now. Okay. So now the opening bell is imminent. We have a couple of minutes still, but this is exactly what we said at the start. The opening bell volatility ideally will push us even further down. Right now the trend is down. So we have now seen a knife down that closed our 1 minute gaps. The knife down is showing us the path of least resistance. So price should follow this to the downside now, unless there's some big volatile move to the upside. This is showing us the path that price is likely to take. There are more participants above pushing down than below pushing up. You can see our volume where we're seeing a change of behavior right now. This is indicative of where price is now going to move. Volume precedes price. So large change of behavior with sellers stepping in. Histogram on the MACD is now trending much more convincingly to the downside. RSI is again trending further to the downside. We do expect price to start moving down here. This bounce zone is weakening. Every move off it is slightly lower than the one before. We're coming into the opening bell pretty soon now. That high wick to the upside really should be our final confirmation that we are now going to move to the downside. Sellers stepping in. Here we go. We expect our profit line to be hit. We're going to strangle price just so we do not lose any of this potential profit. We're going to strangle it fairly tight. Might not go all the way now with this bounce zone, so we are going to accept our profit if it comes back up. And that's what happened. Close out our entries, and that'll be the end of that short.
Iron trades.